All right, so hey, it's Mike, and I'm here with your halfway through my 8 miles per hour in 8-week challenge, and we just finished our lesson with Bob Laskin, and I have some good news. The good news is I'm getting much faster. So the average was anywhere between 6 to 8 miles an hour faster already in 4 weeks, which is awesome. So I think some of the things that really played a factor in that is obviously the work that I've been doing with the speed sticks, the glute stability, doing some things there, all the power exercises. Hands down, those are helping. But I think a big thing that we discovered today is my hips. When I have my feet straight ahead, my hips don't turn as well. And I noticed that I've always had pretty loose hips, but since I've been running, and I always blame the culprit on the running, but my hips have tightened up big time. And now I know a lot of my clients that have tight hips, like what they're going through. So what Bobby said was really flare. So I flared my right foot and I really flared my left foot. And that freed my hips up to be able to go and generate, which is going to be able to unleash more of that power that I have. So what we talked about in the lesson was, number one, flaring the feet, because we wanted that. We wanted to get the hips moving a lot better. I was able to get really deep on my right side and then fire them through on my left. And then the other thing happened was that we hit some 110s right away with the feet flared, but then they weren't going so straight. So the next thing he said was, I think you're coming out of it a little bit with your left shoulder, so feel like you're keeping your right shoulder down, and that was the trick. I was hitting them awesome. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So I'm fired up. I can't wait to go out and play. Get into my next scramble. So if you're out there and you want to invite me to your scramble, I'm open. So the other thing that we continued from last time was we wanted fast hips first, and then feeling like I'm casting the club or getting my hands really fast. So that was big on that. And then again, light grip and just feeling relaxed before I hit the ball. So I'm really happy with it. I'm up to 108, 109, and then what we talked about now is, it's only been 4 weeks and I've already gotten almost to my goal. So what we're talking about now is trying to be a little bit more, being able to take it to the course. So we were talking about, you come out, you putt, you come off a green, you walk, you might have to wait at the next tee box. Standing there, I'm hitting shot after shot, which is, I'm staying loose. And so one of the things we talked about was, taking some like 2 or 3 really hard practice swings before I hit the next tee shot. So being able to take that to the course is what's really important. So I'm going to continue with the program, obviously, that I'm on. I'm going to go to the next step of the swing speed, because what I want to do is I want to be able to have that consistent speed. Luckily for me, I don't feel any aches or pains after swinging that hard. When I first started swinging the sticks, I was feeling some aches and pains in my elbows and shoulders and hands, but all good now. So I'm excited. I hope you're following along. If you have not seen the first video that we did, I was right around 102.7, because that's a radio station here. He made a comment about that. I think that was my fastest. So I'm happy with we were averaging 108, 109 today. So.
All right. So Mike, go back to your square stance, and then put the shaft on your hips. Turn. Okay. And then now flare both toes. I like that. Yep. And then just go both. You feel like that gives you a little more rotation?
Yeah.
Okay.
More rotation.
Nice. Nice. 110. So when your feet were square, you had less hip rotation and you were hitting down on the ball. And so that's more speed, but also you're hitting up. I mean, that was really low spin. That was like 1500. So you hit it a little bit off the toe. But the main thing is you got the speed and you got the angle of attack up versus down.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's giving you, and we'll measure that, it's probably like 10, 15 degrees more hip rotation back and through.
Mm-hmm. So it's another 110.
Another 110.
I'm already at my goal. 4 weeks. Get that 8 weeks.
All right, gotta get it to 120 next.
A reset. Change the bar. Alfredo Blado, national Italian champion. Good, 107.
When it's really windy.
Again, 2100 spin. Hit 1 degree up on it. So the other one was 2 degrees up, which I think, closer to 2 is where Rory and Bubba are. So that's
2 degrees up.
2 degrees up.
Can you screenshot one of yours?
Yeah. I'll do the before and after ones. So in this one, let's just see, even with the toe flare, try to emphasize bigger hip turn both ways. Loose arms, no tension in the arms and shoulders, and then medium grip pressure. Big hip turn both ways. Good.
Like a spinner. Spin out.
Again, 1 degree up, 107.2. So now let's do what you did last time. Let's add the little whip to that. Yeah, because the body rotation was good there. Whip the hands through. That early snappy release. Yep. Yeah, that was it. Touch them all. Hey, don't pose. You're going to get hit on your next pitch. Start running. 108.3. 150 smash. 2.2 up. That's pretty perfect. Yeah. 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 Set some more.
It's still going, so.
Let's get to 120.
Yeah, rub it.
You overachieved early.
Well, I think the goal now would be more consistency with the faster swing.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't do
But then that's just practice also.
right.
Once you can reach that potential,
Yeah.
Then
'cause
it's,
anybody
yeah.
can swing their,
Right.
their shoes. And not-
well, and then I think the next level is too, if you're applying this to the course, you've sat here and you've hit, X amount of balls in a row, you're a little bit looser. So when you stand up, you play a hole, you putt out, you walk or ride to the next tee, now how are you going to get that same speed? Probably not going to happen. So maybe 2 hard practice swings,
yeah.
So let's see that. Let's do 1 hard practice swing before. Little more left toe. There you go. And then just really feel like, yeah, that's great. And then remember last time we did the turn it upside down?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that one more time too. Which would be a little goofy on the course, but I think, right. Yeah, let's do it. So that's more applicable to the course, right? So, how do we get up there? Because you could sit on the range and get it up to a certain number, but then how do we take it to the course? I think that's a good one right there.
Yeah. And when you flare your foot, ball position still up the left heel, right?
Inside the left heel. Looks good. A little late on the release, but good body rotation. See that, and that's kind of when you're holding off like that, that's what throws you off. If you release that, you're in better balance. Now, doing those, that's what doing the club upside down. I think that kind of messed you up for the shot. So I think the last practice swing should be, club normal, but really feel like you're exaggerating the speed halfway down. Like really whipping that shaft through. No, the other way.
I know, but
Yeah.
this one first.
Right. Now you're 2 holes behind. You get a penalty for slow play, and you can't find a game. Let's go!
when I hit it OB, and then it takes me even longer.
Exactly.
I hit 2 off the tee.
That was really good hip turn.
That's what I was concentrating on.
Yeah.
That's why I forgot about the club.
It's good though. Set another one like that. 108. 2.3 up. That's the most up you've had.
Is this slanted?
A little bit maybe. Which way do you
Does
think?
that matter?
A little up?
Yeah.
Maybe just a hair up.
Well, I think we're in the same spot last time. So
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Good. How'd the tension feel on that one? A little tight?
I didn't think about it. So probably
Yeah. This is a little slower.
I'll go
104. A little slower. Like this. Maybe breathe out. Let the shoulders. Yep, there you go. Loose muscles or fast muscles, right?
Yep. Tighten one thing, you tighten everything.
We're not trying to lift a piano. We're just trying to
Get it go full.
swing the club fast. See the balance there? I feel like that's
Yeah.
less tension, better release.
I feel like I've heard before, like swing with these
hmm
or whatever, something.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it's, you know,
I hear it all. and
hold
then I think
hold the
then I
bird
try
in
it
your
all.
hand.
You
Yeah.
know, clients come in, I'm like, what are you working on? Something. I'm like, oh, let me try that. It's not for me though. Like
All right.
Jason Tang was trying to give me pointers. Like, I think you just do it naturally, dude.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, but, you know, when you do those pressure points too, you just said it. Tighten one, tighten all, right? So you just want to feel very soft in your grip.
That's why people say, should I tighten my core? But I think you tighten everything.
Is anything tight when you run sprints?
Should
No.
Not even your mouth. It's just
Flojo
like-
told me that, right?
But then there's some people that bite down on a mouth guard.
Flojo said she ran her fastest when she had total relaxed muscles, no tension. Same thing.
Oops.
A little late on the release.
Get off the toe. But I think the
Grip pressure?
Yeah, when it flipped it.
Yeah.
That's good.
So let's get a really fast hip rotation through with a really early release. Let's try and sync those up. That's the one thing. So those both, you know, the faster the hip, the earlier the whip. Yep.
You can quote that. Faster the hip, earlier the whip.
I'm a poet, I didn't know it. Yeah, that's better. Because you're getting that deep hip turn now every time. That was good. You're getting that, so now just really whip that through.
And I feel a lot. I always feel like I'm pulling backwards, but I think that's how you're supposed to feel. Because I was always doing
Right,
that.
you were getting ahead of it. Well, and I think the angle of attack tells us that story. So if you're, you know, hitting up on it,
Yeah, you're going to be
yeah,
like Mike Trout
right.
hitting one down the left field line.
So your driver, you're hitting, you know, 2 degrees up, and then, you know, your 8 iron obviously is more in the middle of your stance. Your weight's not tilted back, so you're hitting like, you know, 3 degrees down, 4 degrees down on that. So basically, you should be really just thinking about up through setup. Balls forward, slight tilt. You're just turning around that axis. You're not falling back. You're just turning around your axis. All right, let's see the fastest one. Let's see 115. You've hit 110 twice. We're up 107, 108 consistently. Let's see the... That's funny because that's probably one of your fastest. That was your best hit. That was good. Mike Hansen letting the Ferrari out of the garage. 109. Let's do it again.
What's the carry?
Well, it's hard with the range ball, right?
No, because it's on range ball mode. So, I mean, that one carried 275. Yeah, a little slower on that one. Was that tight? Or
No,
you
I
just still timing was off?
I think the timing was way off.
But still, it's up. I mean, it's 105.3.
Yeah, on that one I felt like I swung really hard. The other one before that, I don't think it didn't feel like I swung as hard. I think just maybe releasing.
Let's see a practice swing before this one. Just like that. Make the tension out of your shoulders and arms and medium grip pressure, and then just really fast hips through. So definitely when you're hitting faster hips through, you're hitting a little thin, just a little late on the release. That's better though. 107.6, but I think if we got the whip down, that would have, let's add that whip. You got some more in you?
I'm good. Been working out hard.
Oh, I sat in a chair all day yesterday. I was worried about that. My hips being tight. Feels like a
Just late on the release, yeah. Look at that though. I mean, that's faster. 109.9.
So good stuff. So keep following along, and looking forward to the next 4 weeks of really getting that speed, maintaining that speed, and then getting it so it's more consistent and I can swing hard and have a consistent swing to hit fairways. All right? So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.